Alright, my little coffeeholics. This is a little bit late getting updated and posted, but you know what time it is. It is time for some more coffee with Contin. So, your boy just got back from the gym. The legs are still a little bit on fire, but I'm not going to deny you all of Cup 22 for the series. Even though I, once more, have no fucking clue what I'm going to be talking about. You know how I do it anyway with this series. I never know what I'm going to be talking about, and I just go right into it like I'm doing now. That being said, you're going to have to forgive me. I'm also in the middle of, with the workout, I'm also in the middle of a fast. This is technically speaking day, let's see. This is technically day 4, considering I had to abruptly end my fast yesterday. For anybody that has been on a fast before, you already kind of know the reasoning why. What generally tends to happen is pretty similar to dysentery, as Blue pointed it out. Basically, among the fat stores in your body getting liquefied and being expelled, for lack of a better way to get the point across without being explicit on it. You're also losing a lot of water and salt content in your body, which obviously is the reasoning why a lot of people died of dysentery is too much. However, it is controlled, and my body has proven to me specifically that even literally a handful of Doritos will immediately rectify the situation. The real reason why I had to temporarily break the fast was due to our city's water supply, at least in the area I live in, getting shut off. So that was fun. But I'm back on it, and I am now heading into. I'm back on the fast until Wednesday. I'm going to do a little bit of a fast break, um, slash basically carb binge of sorts, in effect to shock my system. And then I'm going to be going back onto the fast after Wednesday for another week. And then I'm going to break the fast and not necessarily binge. However, I am after the following Wednesday. This Wednesday is the 26th, and the Wednesday I'm referring to in this case on the latter half is the 3rd of May. I'm going to be breaking the fast again, probably with whatever we wind up ordering for dinner that night, and then going back onto the fast one final time for Thursday specifically, just so I do get the full 2 weeks in, even if it is broken up a little bit more than I was hoping it would be. The original plan was to start Wednesday after we had dinner, and then go through to this coming Wednesday, the Wednesday after your birthday, Jen, obviously the 26th, and then break it with a little mini binge and what have you, and then go back on it until the following Wednesday, and then break my fast until the next one we have scheduled. The water concern, however, obviously broke that plan, so that kind of sucks, but can't really help what you have no control over. You just gotta roll with the punches and kind of take shit as it comes. In this case, quite literally. But moving on to something a little less explicit. I am here in the next day or so. The All Things Draco Discord channel should be ready. I'm working on it now. I'm just trying to figure out, because I haven't really sat down to work out any of the specific details on how to connect it to my YouTube, just so that anybody in the Discord immediately gets notified when I post. Because I love y'all, but it is annoying as fuck going to the. Let me see here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 different Discords that I post each new video to. In addition to that, there are also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different people I also post the link for specifically. Most of that 6 are not in any of those other Discords. So you can imagine how posting the link 14 times every single time I upload something is going to get quite bothersome. So, like I said, the All Things Draco Discord, once I figure out how to actually link my YouTube channel to it, that is where I will be posting. Well, I specifically myself won't be posting it. It's going to be doing that automatically if it works how I'm assuming it does. So that way y'all have all the goodness without having to worry about waiting for me to post, or if I remember, or not post the link, I should say, whether or not I remember to post it, or if I forget to post it, what have you, all that happy horse shit. But yeah, I'm going to be working on that probably tonight, as a matter of fact, after I post this. And once I do have that, I'm going to have the permalink for All Things Draco. I'm probably going to go back and edit all of my public videos just so that the link is there, in addition to probably a standard disclaimer of sorts for the descriptions, because I've noticed that a lot of the ones that I've posted don't actually have a description. It's there. So there's that. But yeah, I will definitely, by the time this goes public, I should probably have the Discord figured out. Worst case scenario, it'll be on the next episode of Coffee with Contin or Cup 23. Missed the pause button on that, so I apologize. You're gonna have to deal with the coughing in whatever fucking time frame it is on the time in between them will leave me. I don't fucking know. My brain is not exactly in tip shape at the moment. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I'm also, as I mentioned in my community post this morning, I'm not sure who all saw it or not, or if anybody even saw it. Well, I can clearly see that somebody saw it. I'm showing that there weren't any responses or anything like that, but somebody noticed. I don't know who you were, but thank you for actually paying attention. So as I mentioned, like I said, it was actually yesterday that I posted that very well. Well, yeah, it would have had to have been yesterday. Yesterday was when the video was supposed to have been posted. Don't mind me, I'm rambling. But yeah, somebody noticed. Thank you for that. Obviously, I get that a lot of you, Mark, Jen, and everybody else, like Savage Sage. I don't even know if you you listen to these or not, dude. If you do, awesome. I'm happy to have you around and listening, even if I'm droning on and rambling about stupid bullshit that has no effect on anybody else but me, other than just to update you guys on things that are going on. If you don't, I fully get it, because like with Jen and Mark, they have a lot of things going on in their lives, especially with a newborn. Even though Lance necessarily isn't considered a newborn at this point, he is almost 6 months old if he hasn't hit 6 months already, which little man has already started moving on to semi-solid foods, which is awesome. So congrats on that you guys are finally to that stage with little guy. that's about really the extent of what I've got for you guys with this one. Kind of a shorter one because, like I said, I still have the history of Draco, Vakrius, Gen, Vakrius. Keep that in mind. Like the abbreviation for video of the day, VOD. It's Vakrius. I still have the history of Draco Vakrius finale to post as well for tonight, which I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't even written the script out for the finale as to what I'm still going to be covering with him. Although, with what I do have, I have a general idea of what I'm still working on as to what. Oh, that actually went straight to that. That's interesting. Anyway, with what I was saying, I still have the general idea of what I'm going to be working on. For example, I need to go into basically the next part of it is going to be setting up, because I said that Valkyrius was the first of a couple of special episodes that I'm going to be going into. The next one, Valkyrius' son, which I don't mind giving the name now because it's going to be at the end of the video anyway, Drellic, or Drellic the Vengeful. He sets up for some fucked up shit. I'm not really going to give too much away, but Drellic's son is quite possibly one of the most iconic members of the Draco family. For anyone that knows anything about him. So, I don't really want to give more than that. Lillian, I know for a fact that it's in your head somewhere exactly who Angelus is and why he is one of the most iconic characters. But that will be, I'm going to be posting about Valkyrius' finale tonight. Obviously, I'm going to be tapping slightly into Drellic, just so that there is a solid lead-in for that episode. Drellic, I may just move and do the whole shot all at once without a follow-up. I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to break that pattern. But yeah, Drellic sets up for, honestly, now that I'm really considering how I worded what I did earlier, one of the two most iconic characters, because Drellic's son and Drellic's grandson are two of the most well-known names to the Draco family. And after 20 years of lore build-up, you can imagine that there's a lot of fucked up shit that goes on in the next couple of generations of the Draco family. But as far as where we are in overall story, Vakrius is only 4th generation Draco. From there, we have Drellic, who is 5th. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more generations before we actually get to Contin. Now, the story with Contin is going to be quite interesting, I can assure you. But depending on how I break down the stories that I'm going to be telling, we're looking anywhere from 8 to 16 more episodes before we actually get to Contin. And for the record, Jen, I'm talking directly to you. You will be coming up in terms of overall story lore from anywhere from 7 to 14 episodes from now. By then, I hope to have completely solidified at least part of the lore, and it may surprise you how I intend to incorporate some of the things that I've decided on, or even for that matter, what I've decided to incorporate. But that's just a little teaser tidbit for later on. Still got a little ways to go. The sidewalk is not quite clear to get straight to that generation of the Dracos just yet. However, the funny thing is, like I said, we're only on the 4th generation of the Draco family. Next episode after the one coming out tonight is 5th generation Draco, because this will be the final finale for Valkyrius. May revisit later on. Well, no, scratch that. We will have to revisit him later on, because he does continue to play a major part in the lore. Jen, you kind of figured a little bit of that out. You figured out why he is going to be playing a major part. However, you've only figured out part of it. There is another part that I have not even hinted at yet, which will come in time, and after we've reached Contin in regards to it. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hang on a second. I'm thinking I'm miscounting somewhere. Let me redo that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I can't help but think that I missed someone somewhere, but you'll have to forgive me. Over the course of 20 years, you're bound to forget to think a couple of things, even with something you come up with on your own. There was at one point where I believed that there were 15 generations of the Draco family. Apparently, I've miscounted somewhere, and there are only 14. I don't know if I'm just miscounting or what have you, but either way, we still have a ways to go before we get to that point. And some of the most iconic shit for the Draco family in terms of armaments, i.e. weapons and armors and things of that nature, haven't even been introduced yet. Trigoris, the ancient Crimson Dragon, that is one of the more iconic characters as well, but that was discussed, 7 episodes ago? 8 episodes ago? Something like that. Either way, before I start rambling and start giving more away that I don't want to just yet, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Like I said, keep a lookout for the link for joining the All About Draco Discord channel. Because like I said, posting the link 14 different times is a little bit tedious, and it just makes it easier on everybody because you all get it at the same time. I don't play favorites and save posting the link to somebody last or anything like that, which I have been doing with you, Lillian. I've been saving you for the last one. In a lot of cases, I've actually posted it to you first, just to make sure you have the first opportunity to get the link. But that's what I'm going to do, is after I post this, I'm going to figure out how to connect to my Discord and my YouTube. Then I'll get to work on the finale script. But that's going to be all for tonight's episode of Coffee with Contin. I'm actually going to have to refill my cup as it is. But we're going to go from there. Love you all. And as always, I appreciate your support. And hopefully you have a great night. And again, keep your eyes peeled for the next episode of History of Draco, which is going to be, once more, the finale of Valkyrius. Jen. Valkyrius. Have a great night.